Hello everyone, my name is Blake, and I'm here with my colleagues Kayla and Gus. Today, we'll be walking you through a brief recap of our journey managing Company F in the business strategy game. Our focus will be on who we are as a firm, the strategic decisions we made, and the rationale behind our approach. I will begin our presentation by walking through who we are and our strategic plans. To start, let's talk about who we are. Company F is a global footwear manufacturer competing across four major regions: North America, Europe, Africa, Asia Pacific, and Latin America. At the beginning of the simulation, we had four regional production facilities with a total combined capacity of 23 million pairs of shoes. From the onset, we committed heavily to both our branded and private label segments, aiming to build a strong foundation across markets. Our key strategic objectives were clear. We wanted to improve operational efficiency, expand our presence in the private label space, and most importantly, achieve best in industry shareholder value. The core strategy we selected was a combination of market development and diversification. In practical terms, that meant ramping up production capacity to meet growing demand in the Asia Pacific and Latin American markets. Two regions we identified early on as high potential due to lower initial competition and increasing consumer demand. At the same time, we made an aggressive push into private label production starting in about year 13. This has allowed us to diversify our revenue streams while leveraging unused capacity more effectively. In terms of Ansoff's matrix, we checked the boxes for both market development and diversification. Our strategy mix was designed to meet the needs of two distinct customer segments. In our branded division, we focused on differentiation, utilizing celebrity endorsements and investing in superior styling and quality. This allowed us to maintain a premium image and strong margins in the branded space. On the other hand, for private label, we adopted a cost-focused approach, competing on price while maintaining reliable SQ ratings. This dual path strategy gave us the flexibility to grow volume while also protecting profitability. Ultimately, this blend helped us achieve strong returns on equity and healthy net margins, positioning us to compete successfully in a dynamic and increasingly competitive market. That wraps up my portion of the presentation. I'll now turn it over to Kayla, who will be discussing strategic models that we implemented. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Kayla Dobbins, and today I'm going to be talking through the strategic models that Team F implemented throughout the semester on BSG. Let's start by looking at our growth strategy through the lens of the Ansoff matrix. For market penetration, we really leaned into aggressive branded growth by keeping SQ ratings high, between 8.2 and 8.4 stars across all regions, and deploying elevated spend in both brand advertising and search engine marketing. This enabled us to gain and hold strong market share, particularly in North America and Asia Pacific. On the market development side, we diversified into the private label channel by offering quality products with solid SQ ratings in the 6.1 to 6.9 range and competitively priced. We fully captured the maximum allowed 33.3% market share in North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia Pacific. Together, these approaches allowed us to scale across multiple customer segments without sacrificing brand equity or operational control. Next, we focused on optimizing our internal operations with a value chain mindset. We maintained 94% average utilization across all plants and exclusively used new equipment. This in turn minimized downtime and enhanced production consistency. At the same time, we delivered strong product quality while keeping our average branded production to just $30.14 per pair. These choices translated into measurable value. We had high workforce productivity, we had a reject rate of just 5.8%, and industry best delivery times of 2 weeks or less. All of this reinforced our brand, which ended year 19 with an image rating of 83, well above the industry average. Our ability to execute across production, quality, and logistics gave us a competitive edge while keeping cost in check. Finally, our long-term strategy centered around cost leadership without compromising on quality. We consistently kept labor cost well below competitors. Latin America and Asia Pacific led the way with cost as low as $3.55 and $3.61 per pair, respectively. We also never relied on overtime or incentive pay. This helped us to maintain predictable and low variable labor costs across all years. Across multiple years, our branded production costs remained under $31.50, with Asia Pacific reaching as low as $28.39 in year 19. By year 17, we had already completed our capital investments and avoided further spending on facilities or equipment upgrades. This freed up capital and improving our return on equity, which peaked at 37.1%. This discipline enabled us to forecast with precision, avoid inventory surpluses, and maintain a stable A to A+ credit rating, even as we invested heavily in brand advertising and sustained premium SQ ratings. And that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Gus Collins, and I will be going over our achievements and the challenges we faced during this simulation. Overcoming strategic hurdles, our team encountered several key challenges throughout the simulation that required quick strategic responses. First, we struggled with inventory surpluses in Asia Pacific and Latin America regions, especially in branded footwear. These were caused by overproduction based on optimistic forecasts. To address this, we launched regional clearance sales and closely monitored weekly sale velocity to restore balance. Second, our internet market share began to decline in years 17 and 18, particularly as rivals increased digital ad budgets and invested more in endorsements. We quickly boosted our SEO and redirected our ad spending by region and saw a measurable recovery by year 19. Finally, administrating and marketing costs began to erode our margins. Our earlier ad mix was ineffective, so we renegotiated our celebrity deals and restructured how we advertised across channels. This restored marketing efficiency without sacrificing the brand equity. Strategic wins and competitive edge. Despite the challenges, Company F achieved several standout wins during the simulation. One of the most notable was our image rating, which improved from 83 to 91. Driven by the consistent SQ rating across regions, strategic use of celebrity endorsements, and well-placed advertisement spending. This positioned us as a premium brand and improved our market influence. We also earned the industry's top credit rating of an A+, thanks to strong financial discipline, and we avoided overextending our capital, never overspent on unnecessary facilities or equipment, and sustained year-over-year profitability. Lastly, our production efficiency remained above 94% for nearly the entire simulation. By forecasting demand precisely and balancing capacity across regions, we kept costs low, avoided surpluses, and met demand in both branded and private label segments. These strategic choices were vital to our long-term success. Simulation reflections and strategic growth. To wrap up, the simulation challenged us to think strategically under real-time pressures, just like in the real world. It showed us that successful strategies aren't static. They must evolve based on performance data, competition, and shifting market conditions. One of our biggest takeaways was the strength of balanced approach. By levering both branded and private label markets, we increased flexibility and improved our margins without overcommitting to one strategy. Every decision we made, whether it was reallocating ad budgets or shifting production, reminded us of the importance of cross-functional alignment and the team accountability. This experience didn't just reinforce business principles, but it prepared us to lead in dynamic, fast-paced environments where strategy and execution must go hand in hand. Thank you for taking the time to review the presentation. We truly appreciate the attention and welcome any feedback you have.